I'm Jason, a 35-year-old man from the small town of Meadow Grove. I've always been a simple guy working as a mechanic at my dad's garage, living in the same house I grew up in. My world was small but comfortable until my ex-wife Sarah turned it upside down. Sarah and I were high school sweethearts. We got married right after graduation and we had two beautiful kids, Emily and Max. Life was good, or so I thought, but Sarah, she had other plans. She started talking about moving to the city, about how Meadow Grove was too small for her dreams. I tried to reason with her, but she wouldn't listen. She said she wanted a divorce and she wanted the kids in the house. I was blindsided. I loved my kids more than anything, and the thought of not seeing them every day broke my heart. But Sarah was relentless. She hired a lawyer, a sleazy city slicker named Richard. He made me out to be some deadbeat dad, and the judge sided with Sarah. Just like that, my kids and my home were gone. I was devastated. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I was a shell of my former self. My friends tried to cheer me up, but nothing worked. Then one day I saw Richard, Sarah's lawyer, at the local diner. He was laughing, flirting with the waitress like he didn't have a care in the world. That's when an idea started to form in my mind. I started following Richard. I found out he was single, that he lived alone in an apartment in the city. I also found out he was a gambler, always in debt, always looking for a way out. That's when I knew what I had to do. I started visiting Richard's office, always with a friendly smile, always with a problem that needed solving. I made sure Sarah knew I was there, that I was talking to her lawyer. I could see the worry in her eyes, the fear that I was going to take her kids away from her. But she didn't know what I was really planning. One day I invited Richard out for a drink. I told him I had a business proposition for him. I told him I had a lot of money I wanted to invest, but I needed someone to manage it, someone I could trust. Richard's eyes lit up. He thought he'd hit the jackpot. We started meeting in secret. I gave him money, lots of it. I told him to invest it to make it grow. But Richard, he was a gambler. He couldn't resist the urge to bet it all on one hand. He lost it all, every penny. When I confronted him, he panicked. He said he could fix it, that he had a plan. That's when he told me about Sarah's secret. Sarah had been cheating on me right under my nose. She'd been seeing her old boss, the one who offered her a job in the city. Richard had found out about it, and he was using it to blackmail her. He told me he could use the same information to get my kids back, to get my house back. But he needed my help. I agreed, but on one condition. I wanted to marry Sarah. I wanted to be the one to break her heart, the one to take everything from her. Richard thought I was crazy, but he agreed. He set it all up, made it look like Sarah was the one pursuing me. Sarah was shocked when I proposed. She tried to resist, but I wore her down. She thought she had me right where she wanted me. She thought she could control me like she controlled everyone else. But she was wrong. The wedding was a small affair, just me, Sarah, and the kids. I could see the happiness in their eyes, the hope that maybe, just maybe, we could be a family again. But Sarah, she was nervous. She knew something was off, but she couldn't put her finger on it. After the wedding, I started acting strange. I was distant, cold. I started drinking, started gambling. I lost money, lots of it. Sarah was worried, but she didn't know what to do. She thought she could fix me like she fixed everything else. But I wasn't the one who needed fixing. It was Sarah. She was the one who needed to learn a lesson, so I played my final card. I invited Richard over, told Sarah I was having an affair with him. I told her he was the one who had all my money, that he was the one I was in love with. Sarah was devastated. She kicked me out, told me she never wanted to see me again. I left, but I didn't go far. I waited, watched as Sarah's world fell apart. She lost her job, her reputation. She was a laughing stock, just like I was when she took everything from me. In the end, Sarah got what she deserved. She lost everything, just like she made me lose everything. And me, I got my kids back, my house back. I got my revenge, but it wasn't enough. I realized that the only way to truly move on was to let go of the past, to forgive. So I did. I forgave Sarah and I moved on. I married someone new, someone who loved me and my kids for who we were. And we lived happily ever after in our little house in Meadow Grove, just like it was always meant to be.